Imagine helping someone in need only to find out that you were the one at risk. This happened to a group of firefighters and EMTs that I know. They went on a run to help a person who was having difficulty breathing. After they had taken her to the hospital, went home to their families, they got a phone call the next day telling them that they had been exposed to whooping cough and they needed to contact their doctors about getting antibiotics. This is an example of how unimmunized people can affect everybody, not just themselves and the people they live with. There are over 30 million unimmunized people, either because vaccines are unavailable, health facilities are difficult to get to, or they come from families that are misinformed or underinformed. 1.7 million children die each year from vaccine-preventable diseases. Some of these people do not get their children immunized because they believe that the vaccines cause the diseases they are meant to prevent, or they cause behavioral disorders such as autism. There is no reason to believe that any vaccine can cause autism or any kind of behavioral problems. Autism is a chronic developmental disorder which characterized by problems with communication, social interaction, and repetitive and restrictive actions and activities. The MMR, which is measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, is given first to children at ages 12 to 15 months, which is about the age that autism becomes apparent, which may be why some parents believe that the vaccine caused the disease. There is no apparent reason in most cases of autism. Some people remain unimmunized for religious reasons, such as the Amish, which are becoming more prominent in a lot of communities these days. Then there are people who just get bad information. One of the biggest sites of bad information is the internet. These sites tell of stories of people that have been damaged by vaccines or other things that have happened after vaccines, but they don't list any citations or credentials for these stories. Although vaccines have been successful in reducing the number of cases of these diseases, they are still out there. And they are beginning to reappear in countries where the entire population has not been vaccinated. These diseases can be brought back to the United States by travelers from those countries, and with the number of unvaccinated people that we now have, this can cause them to become a problematic disease again. Vaccines are available in two main forms. They come in the inactivated and live. The inactivated is made of purified dead components of the pathogen. The live is just a weakened form of the pathogen, and one example of that is the nasal version of the H1N1 vaccine. By the time a child is 2 years old, he or she should be potentially protected from these preventable diseases if they have received their immunizations on time. Therefore, they would be protected from the possibility of disability or death from one of these diseases. Unvaccinated children are 23 more times more likely to contract the whooping cough disease. Some children who are not allowed into schools or daycare centers unless they have been vaccinated to protect all of the children. The decrease in the diseases for which the vaccines are developed proves their effectiveness. Hemophilus influenza type B is rarely seen in children anymore, but is still seen commonly in adults who were already immunized before the vaccine was developed. There has been a 99% reduction in the cases of measles since the development of the vaccine. The decision to vaccinate or not is one that should not be taken lightly, as it can affect the child's health for the rest of their life. It is important for parents to know that it is safe to have their child immunized. The benefits greatly outweigh any unknown risks with vaccines, as today they are closely controlled. Only those children with severe immunodeficiency disorders should not receive vaccines. Parents should talk to their family doctor or a trusted medical professional if they have any questions. The message for parents is clear. Get your child immunized. This is to protect their health for the future. Nobody wants to hear that the disease that their child is suffering from, which may cause them disability or death, is something that could have been prevented by a few shots when they were younger. The side effects from shots can be a low-grade fever or soreness at the injection site for a day or two. So, it is well worth it to get the vaccines and protect them for life.